Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Monday. It's Monday morning. Good morning everybody. I'm here in my flat in Rochester. Good morning to you all. What a nice lovely day. The sunshine is out. It's boiling hot. I'm sure it's a great temperature as well. It's boiling. Well, it is June, so what do we expect? And I'm glad it's warm rather than it's, raining. So, good morning, everybody. Let's hope this day starts as it means to go on. I've got up. The guy upstairs was thundering around the ceiling about 5:15 in the morning. He gets up early for work. So I was awake anyway, to be honest. It's exceptionally hot today. I don't know what the temperature is, but I'm burning. Just sweating, just walking across the floor. So it must be hot. So I could hear him pounding on the ceiling, getting ready for work. I got up about 7:45 properly, because I've been up and down with the heat. And I've just made myself a cup of pineapple tea. Pineapple tea, refreshing cup of tea rather than coffee. I've given up coffee. I don't drink it anymore. I haven't drunk any for days, because it makes you like, I don't know what's in the coffee nowadays, but it was like making me all feel wound up. Too energetic. So I've got no plans for today apart from, what I usually do, because I have to keep safe. I have to look after myself, and that's what I do. Last night I went out onto the field, and there's been kids' ewes hanging around where I walk my dog for not as long as those people there were with the tents, but nearly as long. And they hang down the bottom, and it's been going on for ages, that. So I just try to ignore it. Yesterday afternoon there was a young couple down there, and I just went on my merry way and walked past. I'm writing in my journal. I won't be live streaming today. You can hear them all, gearing themselves up to cause me some grief. I'm not live streaming on the balcony today. I live streamed yesterday. I might live stream once a month, once a week, once every 2 weeks. They are not controlling me or manipulating me. You can hear them out there, yapping loudly, and I'm not being manipulated. I'm not live streaming from the balcony. No, I'm not. That's something I'm not doing anymore. No one will know when I'm live streaming. I'm not going to say. I'll just do it as well. But you can hear all the noise and all the shit, and I'm not doing that anymore. If it gets much louder, I'll have to shut my windows and put the 3 fans on and fuck them. So I went out, and I was just walking my dog, and there's people out there. There's people everywhere. It's just a field. I've said very often enough, there's nothing on it. And they're just out to cause annoyance, to try and manipulate me, like the way they was doing before, making me cross everything I don't like. The police aren't doing their job properly. They're sending the police out everywhere but to me. The police are helping everyone but me. They haven't even responded properly to my complaint. You know it's bogus, you know it's fake, PC bloody woodcraft, da 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 da, a load of bullshit. Just a bunch of actors and actresses getting away with what they're doing, and I live on a pittance. And yeah, to them it's funny, it's hilarious, but they haven't pulled the wool over my eyes because I know what they're doing. So they're carrying on, ripping me off and exploiting me and getting away with it because someone's allowing them to do it. So everything you don't like, they give you. If you know, things that upset you, gang stalkers bring out, and they laugh at things that aren't funny. So if you've lost somebody, when I lost my dad, they was in their element. They were laughing their heads off. They were leaving piles of sand that looked like cremation remains. Because my father was cremated. They're absolutely cruel bastards. And you have to be strong and resolute and just carry on, and you will get past it. I grieved over my dad whilst they were being cruel and nasty, and they know Derek's dead, my father, and this is why I don't have anything to do with my mum anymore, because she's part of it. My mother's part of the gang stalking. I haven't spoken to her for 2 weeks, and I won't be going up there anymore. And I mean it this time, 100%. So they can wipe the smiles off their faces and fucking leave me alone, because they're not going to get anywhere with me. My mum relays information back to them. I have exes. I have 2 exes that she's spoken to. She's part of it. When I was in Gloucestershire, she didn't come up and help. She didn't come up and see me. She didn't do anything, and I nearly died. And that's my mother for you. My own mother. And I know she's old, but sometimes, you know, you're better off alone. I've just been a toy, a game that was played with. And when my dad was alive, I was played by my mum and my dad. And now my dad's dead, my mum's on her own. I've got no use, have I, really? So last night I just walked around the fields and like I normally do, and you just, they have different tactics. They try and catch you when you're feeling really low, and they're going to trigger something off, and they play on your insecurities, things that you hate, things that upset you, and you've got to try your best not to get triggered. Obviously, we're all going to get triggered at some point, and if you get triggered, just remember that if you hit them, that is what they want. They want you to attack them so that you can go to prison. They are working for somebody. They are being paid to get rid of you, to give you so much. Look, the neighbours next door, fucking move, fuck off, making it so horrible for me to live here. Yeah, they're paid to do it. So I know that they want me out of this place, so I'll stay here as long as possible. I will, and enjoy it. I came back in last night. I did a video about what happened, and I was battling against noise next door. It was awful. I went onto the balcony this morning, and you can hear people laughing, you know, What are they so desperate that they don't want people to know that they are actually stalking you from the time you get up in the morning till the time you go to bed? What are they worried about? So I thought, there's only me. Gangs of them on a 5'5", 56-year-old disabled woman. Gangs of them. And why are they leaving little children to come right at me? Little kids. What's the point of that? Why are they leaving their children unattended? They're not very bright, are they? They're not very clever and they're not very bright. And I don't think they're very responsible either, but there you go. I'm writing it all down in my journal. I write it down. Whatever's going on, I write it down, and that's what I do. But the police aren't. They're no use at all. Sticking posters on my flat door, and no one's spoken to me about my complaint. The police have fobbed me off. I made another complaint. I don't know what's going on with the police at all, but they're just a joke. They're just like actors in uniform. They're everywhere now. So the more I complain, the more the police come out and annoy me. It's just a man in uniform. Nothing, do nothing, absolutely do nothing to help me at all. Last night I watched a couple of episodes of Rising Damp to block out the noise next door. I'd rather listen to that than them. Messages all over TikTok, didn't answer one. Messages off Facebook, people trying to FaceTime me, I don't know who they are. Block, ignore, don't talk to anybody. It is like being in prison, but a prison where you can go outside, but you can't enjoy yourself because they will spoil it. And they will go out of their way to spoil your happiness. That is what they are there for. To annoy, to upset, to confuse, to harass, to frighten even. They don't frighten me, they're dummies. Last night somebody was kicking glass bottle about. Glass bottle, opening cans again and being just deliberately nasty, scum sort of thing. It's always under the railway bridge where Charlie goes, you know, where that Charlie, I've turned that Charlie down, so they're all playing underneath the railway bridge, the tunnel that goes to the Rochester railway station. They're all underneath there, kicking things about, yelling, girls screaming, all sorts of horrible behaviour. And that's where Charlie goes, underneath there, towards the Masonic Lodge. I wasn't frightened. It's been going on for 5 years. When I moved into this property, someone died in the travel lodge, and I just moved in 2020, and there was police everywhere because someone had died in the travel lodge. This follows me everywhere. When I was in Gloucestershire, I was in a woman's safe house, women's refuge, escaping domestic violence. She'd walk down the road, and there'd be an ambulance with someone on a stretcher on the floor. Because it involves the police, the fire and the ambulance. I've written in my diary that the firemen park up the road and they go for a Costa coffee. So they park their fire engine, they go for a coffee. A couple of blokes got out of the fire engine, and went into the Costa coffee. It's just unreal. And until you live with me, or at least stay with me, you'd have to stay for about 6 months to see the full-blown gang stalking, horrible crap that goes on in my life. It's awful. I get followed about everywhere. If I went up to a mountain and I thought I wouldn't be by myself, there'd be someone watching. There go the dogs. Savage dogs. Do you hear them? It's supposed to stop you from going outside. Sounds awful. It gets worse than that. There was a little tiny dog that was almost bitten to death on the field. It was bleeding. When that Charlie was walking on the field last year, the year before, the woman, she was just, don't even stop these people. They just let it bite someone's dog and they just don't even stop to help. It's awful. It's everybody for themselves, and I carry pepper spray. And a bottle with water in it. It's nasty. It's like London come to Rochester. All these flats, all these people, all these dogs. That's a vehicle reversing. It's a vehicle reversing. It's probably a shopping lorry. It's not for me. I've not ordered any shopping today. I've got plenty of food, and I've got lots of cans of drink and water because it's rather hot, and it's better to quench your thirst than, because eating food makes you hot because it's processing energy and that's making you warm. So I've got lots of drink. I've got Pepsi Cola, I've got water, flavoured water. I'm fine. I am just being totally independent. I don't want my mother's interference. I don't want it. She has caused a load of trouble in my life. It was Father's Day yesterday, and that's it. That's it for me. The way my mother behaves is making me unwell. I don't want it. Don't want it. Neither am I. Acting like my dad, trying to make me act like my father is wrong. It's just wrong. It's wrong. My dad's been dead 3 years. They replicate his car. The gang stalkers replicate. They haven't got minds of their own. They wouldn't replicate their own lives because it's so sad, boring and uninteresting. Their lives are sad, boring, uninteresting. They can't cope alone. They work in gangs. They work in gangs because they're useless on their own. I'm more powerful and strong than all of them put together. And they don't like it. And they could stuff it up their jacksie. They're not controlling me. They are not controlling me anymore. I'll laugh at them. Instead of get cross, I start laughing. It's pathetic. coming all out of their way yesterday to get out of a car and put a camera above my head. Really? Really? It's a sad, pathetic life that they're leading. It's a really sad, pathetic life that these people are leading. I feel sorry for them. I mean, there's the King of England getting £500 million net worth and 15 million a year, and these idiots are being paid what? To annoy me. They're pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. They're also a bit dumb and thick and stupid. I mean, who's the mug? I mean, they call me a mug because they're ripping off my YouTube videos, yeah, but who's really the mug? It's not me, it's them. I'm just watching them make fools of themselves. And the wardrobe, I don't wear clothes like that or look like that. It's not a very expensive wardrobe. Nice bike helmets though, but I don't ride a bicycle. Never have done and never will. Anyway, guys, Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Fun fact, the world record for the loudest yell belongs to a teacher from Northern Ireland. At 121 decibels, it was as loud as a jet engine. I hope they weren't yelling at their class.
We now have a baby screaming. Right underneath my window, a child screaming. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 8:40 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Monday the 16th of June.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Right now in Rochester, it's 18 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast has partly sunny weather, with a high of 26 degrees and a low of 14 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
I just entered a baking competition. The final was a piece of cake.
And Alexa, what celebrity was born on this day?
This day's famous birthdays include American golfer Phil Mickelson, South Korean actor Park Bo-gum, German Association football player and manager Jurgen Klopp, American author Joyce Carol Oates, and American actress Laurie Metcalf.
So I did a live stream yesterday. I wasn't actually in it because I was showing people around the Rochester Riverside live streaming the boats. But they are trying, I'm not going to live stream anyway, and if I wanted to, that crap would not stop me. Believe you me, that's just childish, selfish, horrible behaviour. You know, when they get dogs to bark and they're all loud. And there was a shopping lorry delivering opposite when I was live streaming, and I just happened to mention it on my live stream. Oh, are you looking at the man in the lorry? I went, no, I'm not looking at the man in the lorry. Do you see the jealousy? Who is in that live stream? Who are you talking to, see? Are you looking at that man? I mean, no, I'm not looking at that man. I'm just saying there's a lorry delivering. That's why it's noisy. See someone jumping to conclusions in the live stream that I'm looking at a man. Absolutely fruitcake. They're a fruitcake. I mean, I go outside walking my dog, and they think there's loads of men out there. I can't even look at somebody. Wow. It's just some jealous, spiteful individual. So I've got to stay locked up because I can't even look with my eyes outside at anybody. And what your fucking eyes for? Do you see what I mean though? The mentality of it. Can't even look outside. I've got to stay shut up in this flat. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm an attractive older woman. There is nothing wrong with me at all. It's somebody that wants to keep me to themselves and lock me up. Don't even come and visit, say hello or anything. It's all online, spying, and outside, gang stalking. Where is she? You know, and then that Charlie appears. And I don't want that. And I never did. What they know that I ain't gonna sit and be quiet. If that bloke comes over to me and harasses me, I'm going to make a noise. I'm going to make everybody aware. I'm not going to stand and take what he did to me, right? They know that. They know that. And they think, oh, if they make me feel insecure about myself, I mean, that's childish, ugly, yeah, and fat. I'm not going to go outside. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to speak to anybody, go anywhere. But the main thing they want you to not do is be happy. Well, they failed this morning because they're a joke. They're an absolute joke. They're a comedy act, all of them. Yeah? So the first thing this morning, all that noise, yeah, what for? Because I'm not even live streaming anyway. I don't want them on my live stream. I want to be proud of where I live. I don't want people to see them being cruel, nasty, laughing like twats and dogs barking so I can't speak. Who wants to see that? It'd be far better if they actually behaved themselves and were nice people. But they don't see that. They don't see that. They just behave like dogs themselves. It is dogs' behaviour because dogs haven't got any brains, have they? They, you know, what do dogs do? They sniff each other's bottoms. They act like animals, and that's what these people are doing. And I'm sure if they could sniff their own bottoms, they would. They probably do. This is why I was picked on at school. I'm not like everybody else. And I don't want to be. See you later.